the spur controls everything. The conversation is dominated by the spur. Over the next 2 hours or however long they stay sober, you will lose intelligence. Enjoy Theta Thursday. Your hosts, Dawn and Rhea, Maffoon, and some shitty guests.
Kim so high, Sanchki.
Well, welcome everybody to Theta Thursday this week. We got a nice little show planned out for y'all today. How you?
We do.
Yeah, like we actually have a plan. Today we are joined by Ghoster and Sanchki, as well as me and Don. We're gonna chill out a little bit. We're gonna talk. We got my alt on the screen, my Jita alt, which is currently enrolled in Faction Warfare, and
I'm not on the stream.
We're gonna go. I just told you 5 minutes ago that the cams were not gonna be on there.
Is the ping working again?
No, it's not.
Okay, let me.
I wish I could see Ghoster's screen on
Oh my God, Sanchki, shut up!
Look, Ghoster's like piled in bitches right now.
Oh my God.
Everyone needs to see this.
No, they don't. Anyways, welcome everybody. We're gonna have. Greg is currently not feeling great, so he's just being a baby at home.
Rest
So
in
everyone,
peace, Craig.
everyone should tell him he's. Though apparently he may be getting a dog soon, so that's exciting. And we wish Greg the best, even though he's being a baby. Yeah, Mifune is gonna try and get a character set up for Faction Warfare because there's nothing else going on in this game. So we're like, all right, let's go check this out.
Yeah, this character literally has no skills. It has 1 or 2 trading skills, and that is that is it.
Mifune, what's the goal here? Are you supposed to shoot ships and then you win the objective?
No, I'll explain it when we get there about how Faction Warfare in its current state works, because I know a lot of people need a refresher after not seeing Faction Warfare in 10 years.
Okay.
But I was in Jita, and this is an Amarr character flagged for Amarr Factional Warfare, so it's a pretty solid distance to anything.
While we're flying through, I kind of want to take a moment to bring up some of the things that were positive changes over the past few years that ECCB has made. One of which is the agency. I absolutely love the thing. I wish it was actually cooler. I wish I had more things in it. I remember they did not announce it very well when it came out.
No, they didn't.
They were just like, "Oh, here's a new thing," and everyone's like, "Turn off." And then they start asking "Where do I find these things? Where did they move all this shit?" And it's like, "Oh, all of the things that we like to use to look up stuff is in the agency, and it's really user friendly." That would have been really nice to know. But so I want to thank CCP for making it because it's really nice. And then I want to thank CCP for giving us compression finally after 4 years of asking for Moonview. Basically since day one of when they put the moons in like they did. What other features that are good this past 3 years? Any other ones, guys?
I like the part where undock your ship. You can fly around a little bit. I don't know how long that's been in the game, but I just recently discovered the undock button.
Oh, I mean, that is a new feature. I know NC Doc doesn't know what it is yet.
Huh. Yeah.
I mean, it's up there in the corner. It's tough to find. I don't blame him.
I would say a nice feature that's come out in the past couple of years that I've enjoyed is probably the introduction to things like Cynojammers and stuff. I feel like that is really interesting, and it gave a nice mix of gameplay that we never thought we would have. We really took that for granted when it came out at first, and then the Delve War really showed the power of how much Cynojammers can affect a nullsec war.
Some would say overpowered, but that's just me. The other feature that I really like is conduit jumping and industrial bridging.
Hold up.
Amazing.
Somebody in chat points
the conduit
out.
jumps are pretty legit, but the other changes that came along with them are fucking garbage.
So
Details.
hold up. So this is actually an interesting question in the chat here, and I honestly wanted to ask you guys. I think I've been playing Albion passively over the past 2 or so weeks, and I was wondering, would you guys as a panel think it would be fun for all of us to get together and have you guys try Albion for a stream? And would people in the viewers like to see the Theta Thursday crew try out Albion?
I just want to know.
Oh, we could do that after Vegas, which is next week. Woo!
Vegas is indeed next week. Unfortunately, I can't
Are
go.
you buying the Albion though, or is it free?
It's free. The only perks that you get with the subscription-based model on Albion is that you train skills faster. That is literally the only thing. You can get all the way up to end game in Albion completely free if you want to. It just makes the grind easier by doing the subscription-based model.
Is Albion spaceship?
For those of us
No,
not know,
Albion.
what is Albion?
So Albion is like think classic RuneScape, like literally think everything. Think RuneScape mixed with Diablo and
You're asking
WoW.
me to think of 2 games that I've never
Okay,
played.
so what Albion is?
Warcraft.
Albion is top down. First of all, it's top down gameplay.
All right, already hating it, but go ahead.
And the thing is compared to Eve, right? In Eve, we have our skill queues. We put our skills in, and over time we train them, right? In Albion, however, you can buy what we call the tier 0 or like novice gear. You can buy whatever novice gear you want. It doesn't matter. But in order to get
what type of game is it? Like what's the?
It's an MMO. It's a dungeon crawler MMO.
Okay, so it's like swords and shit like that.
Magic. Yeah. Swords and magic and
magic
shit.
or guns.
Yeah,
we
pretty
need
much.
To know the genre what genre is this in?
Oh,
So-
it's more like
Steampunk,
medieval.
is it space?
It's like
Okay.
medieval.
Man, you guys are so quick at explaining things.
So
I know, it
DU
is
says
like
in
dragging us
chat, current state of Eve, more people watching Albion than logged into Eve.
Yeah, so
Why is
apparently
that? Is it
well,
because
it-
Eve sucks?
it's-
Is it
it's-
because
Well,
it
so
it's
don't
apparently
'cause-
matter?
we're gonna start streaming Albion to be competitive.
Well,
Yeah,
Albion
something
is
like that.
Albion is
Stream
really
Valheim instead.
blowing up. Albion is blowing up like
Oh god, there's a
massively.
green one.
When I first tried Albion, a court mate got me into it, and the way that he got me into it was he literally said all of the things that we have been asking for in EVE Online is the type of stuff that Albion already has. So, for example, in Albion, their catch-up mechanic is very similar to skill injectors, except you literally cannot buy them with real money. You either have to buy them on the market for currency, or you get them as loot drops. You get the Albion equivalent of skill injectors as loot drops.
So instead of a skill injector where a rich old person will be like and suck it out of the slave number 87 that they've got hiding in the Jita 44 station, and then throwing it up on the market for some poor plebeian to buy. You
Yeah,
actually have to go play the game.
yeah.
That's
And-
a novel idea.
Novel.
So,
Jinx
so
done.
some of the cool things about Albion, right? So, let's say I wanted to train into like tank armor and tank weaponry, like a sword and shield and like plate armor. I can buy the T0 version of that gear, go out and kill a couple NPCs out in the random world, and within like 20 minutes I'm already able to use the T1 gear, and it goes up to tier 8. Tier 8 is like the top tier gear. So like getting from the beginning of the game to end game does not take long in Albion, like in the fucking slightest. the hard part about Albion is mastering those weaponry. So once you get to tier 8, or even I believe it starts at tier 2, in Albion, where you have very specific specializations. So like I've been doing plate armor and mace weaponry in Albion, but once I reached tier 2 gear, I had the choice of very, very specific kind of mace and a very, very specific kind of plate armor, like knight armor or guardian armor, and I got to go down those paths. And by doing that, I get to specialize into those very specific gear sets, and that's where the grind in Albion comes, is mastering those gear sets.
Right, and so I see the MMO part is where you have to spend your time to go down a specific route, and thus it is more efficient to work with other people who went down different specific routes to enable a full, more bodied, wholesome approach of multiple skill sets. I like that. That's really good. Even used to be like that. Then
Now-
they invented skill injectors.
The fun thing about Albion is that they even have their super large PvP battles, just like we do in Eve. So
What do they mean
Now,
by
when you
large
say
here?
super large, how large?
on average, I've participated in 2 battles so far, and on average, the most I've seen is 350 to 400 dudes.
That's not bad.
2? Oh my god, that's more battles than I've had content in Eve in the last 2 weeks.
So the
That's
fun
pretty
thing,
true.
the fun thing about
Thanks, Helmar.
Al-
Appreciate it.
Albion PvP is actually just as cancer as Eve Online PvP. It gets fucking whack.
So, do you keep what you kill, or do people keep their gear
So
and shit when they die? Or
So it's
how does that
full
work?
loot PvP. So that the way it works, if you die to an NPC, if an NPC kills you, right? Then most of the time what will happen is, depending on the type of zone you're in, because Albion has its own version of high sec, low sec, and null sec. They have the green zones, the yellow zones, and the red zones.
Jesus. Is it made by CCP?
No.
Oh, thank God.
So if you die in the black zone, which is their equivalent to nullsec, then you just lose everything you have on you. If you die anywhere else in the game, then you get a particular set of gear called your lost gear set. It's like an extra gear set that you can keep on the side. For like a oh shit, I died gear set. And you're supposed to use that gear set to fight back to where you were. And when you fight back to where you were, you can pick up all the loot that you had initially dropped when you died, as long as another player didn't come along and loot that stuff beforehand.
So DU says 2 months of grind and you have full set of
100 spec. Yeah.
Easy.
100.
That makes it sound like 2 months into the game I'm gonna get bored with it.
Not
versus
necessarily.
Eve, even with all of the shitty bullshit that CCP's done to the game,
So
nerfing the shit out of it and whatnot, I still seem to find my own content.
hold on.
Generation.
I'll pull
Well,
something
it
up.
is it's a different type of game, obviously.
So hold on.
versus
I'm gonna
what
pull up.
Eve is versus my phone. You don't have to like
Fair,
interrupt me
sorry.
as I'm talking while you're trying to pull something up. God.
Can I multi-box the game?
No.
Fuck you.
You can have multiple
Okay, 'cause
characters, but you can't.
That's the
multi-box
only
accounts.
content generation I'm currently enjoying in Eve. Is flying 27 of myselfs around.
So
I mean-
hold on.
paper,
What I'm gonna
way-
put on the screen here, real quick, if you guys look at the stream,
I may or may
Um,
not have fucked up here, Sanchki.
what I'm gonna put here on the stream after I
FBI?
kill this rat. No, this is the skill tree for
How about that?
Albion.
No,
Just
that's
let me make
Let's see.
sure the.
Albion looks a lot like Legal. I hate the art style.
So this is the
Alright,
skill
well, I'm not
tree.
gonna play it then.
This
No,
is the
that's
skill
the-
tree for Albion, and each of these particular skills have anywhere between 100 and 120 levels to master.
Someone tell me that does not look like the worst PI planet ever made.
I mean, it
Got the
kind of does.
circle, right? And then it's got all the branches where you're connecting all the other things together. It's totally a PI setup. Fuck that. Maybe what we can do is if we did like a challenge thing, like if Mifune maybe hits a goal, then we'll try Albi online on stream together one week or something.
Yeah.
What
Think
are you
of-
doing here on your stream? Are you
So
shooting
this is factional
Yeah.
warfare. This is
Me?
factional warfare. This is a
Almost
destroyer. This is a
Rat?
NPC destroyer rat that you have to murder in order to start capturing the faction warfare outpost. I will say this character is literally got no fucking skills, so I doubt I'm gonna kill this destroyer on my own here.
Have you even shot it yet?
Yes, I'm shooting at it. It just has reps.
Oh, honey, if you're
doing
not,
so hot
you're-
there.
you need to go find the rookie site.
This is the rookie site.
You go get a better ship.
Mifune, you're a fucking Fleet FC. How are you not better
Because
as a
this
brand
is
new
the-
player?
This is my
my
alt. This is my G to alt, and
I know. I was shit talking.
I'm
Kill it.
most likely gonna die here. I am so gonna die
What
here.
is it? Kill it.
I am so gonna die
What is
here.
it?
It's a Federation Navy Comet, and it's got
Yeah, you'll die for sure because the rat's gonna keep shooting you instead of him.
yeah. Welcome to what faction warfare is like.
I like faction warfare. For some of the
Goodbye,
PvP.
Executioner.
Okay.
This character has no implants, right?
Check's too late. Like, I hope I don't.
Dude, that's what happens every time I die, though. Like, every time I die in EVE, ever since I lost my Abyssal Pod during that ESS room, I'm like, bruh, I gotta check right before my pod gets shot at.
Sanchki, I can make 4 more portals now.
By the way, faction
Stop,
warfare is
stop
dumb.
playing your game. Focus.
I can't. I'm sorry.
Yes, you
I
can.
would like to focus, but Mifune has just ended basically the whole objective by dying almost instantly.
Well,
Yes.
as you said before, the new stuff for faction warfare hasn't come out yet, right? Other than
No, it
like
literally...
gate site stuff.
Yeah, other than the build the gate stuff, it really hasn't.
Oh, I guess.
Well,
I should
didn't the
look at game
Caldari
notes.
just win? That's what I saw on
Yes.
Eve's Facebook ad today.
Now, is the Galente going to start up next, or is it just Caldari? Like,
Caldari is one, Galente or Minmatar is still being decided. Like, the thing with the Caldari thing is just that Caldari's so overwhelmingly...
Oh, hey, look, I'm on the stream now.
yes, pay attention.
Damn, Ghoster, you're so fucking pretty.
I know, thanks. Sector 6 apparel.
Oh,
Make an ugly man cute.
So you said the Caldari won so hard.
Yeah, that they just kind of ended that side of things.
Really?
Yeah, no, I'm not kidding, man. Like, 90% of players in that fight sided with Caldari because...
Well, no, I know we saw that. The
Everybody
first
uses
day it came
Jita.
out.
Yeah.
yeah. What has any of the other factions done for any of us, honestly? In fact, why don't we just delete HiSec? I really wish just one little small patch can come out where you can just blow it
Oh,
up.
no, we can't do that. Allegedly, the majority of players play the game in HiSec. Allegedly. Except the numbers were skewed because they had to add low-sec in with high-sec just to beat null-sec, but then they didn't factor out the null-sec players that have alts in high-sec.
You know, it'd also be really cool if like Goon Swarm or something would be able to like build specific infrastructure and like security turrets and raise security level of the nullsec systems.
That'd be really fucking cool. You know,
So,
make
pos
nullsec
guns.
high-sec again.
Pos guns.
By the way, it still looks like the Galente one is still going. It doesn't say it stopped.
Yeah, no, the Galente one is still going. Galente is currently in the lead, though.
There's no in the lead, sweetie. It's one or the
help me
other.
out.
You had Caldari versus Galente as one thing, and then Amar Mimitar.
Oh, yeah, I'm thinking of
another
Mar. I'm
thing.
thinking of Mar. Mar is ahead of Minmatar. I'm retarded, I'm
So
sorry.
now there's a separate one called the Triglavian Relay Research.
Yeah, so that is the whole thing with the Amar and Minmatar thing. Both of them are trying to steal the Triglavian technology that allows them to siphon the energy from the stars, just like the Triglavs do in Poshvin.
Well, Amar's winning, but Mimitar is not at least as pathetic as Galente was
Yeah.
on their side. But
So
It's
next
my
week,
It's my understanding that between the Galente, not the Galente, between the Amara and Minmatar fight, it's very, very balanced between the faction warfare groups. Like every other day, Minmatar is winning. Now they're losing, then they're winning again, and then it's just flip flop all the time. And then when it comes to the Caldari faction warfare, it's just everybody fights for fucking Caldari.
Well, the LP is probably a little more useful, but I don't know. I don't dabble in that. That's a whole area of the game that I've only like casually glanced at or used for PvP sites. Like the only time I've ever gone through like faction warfare stuff is literally to go on the rookie site with my friend to in like some like frigates and just try to get a fight with somebody.
Oh god,
in a
that's
frigate,
troll. Oh fuck.
and it's fun. But
He's by my boat and shit. If I leave through the portal, does he stop attacking my shit?
Stop playing
Stop-
Scum, goddammit.
stop playing another game, or else you're gonna have to leave.
It's not scum.
Focus.
Focus.
I'm just waiting for you to discuss Vegas.
All right. Well, we're gonna discuss Vegas. We're just trying to, go over the faction warfare a little bit. But the sad part, well, I guess it's not sad, but none of us do faction warfare, right?
Yeah,
Have any of us done it at all?
I've done it a little bit, but not enough to talk about it for a half hour.
Well, that's true. Well, then we have Vegas coming up next week. Ghoster and I will be there.
Yes, it's going to be glorious. I cannot wait.
I believe so. I'm getting in Wednesday night, which is going to be. Usually that's the night when the early birds kind of get together, go to dinner, and just kind of hang out, relaxing. Maybe don't stay up usually too late. And then Thursdays when most everybody gets in, we're going to have apparently a very long evening from what I saw the plan. And I guess we're getting a special video from CCP at the Goon dinner.
Yeah, maybe it's hey, gotcha. We're gonna unlock Rorquals again and all the other fun stuff.
An apology. We're
Maybe
so
it's an
sorry.
apology
It's
too.
just a video. It's like, fuck you, Don, and they just make Eve harder again.
No, what if they said, fuck you guys, we're removing all mining from nullsec entirely?
I would have nothing to do. I hate ratting. It's too stressful.
I hate it.
like it.
I'll tell you what, man, I'm starting to get tired of doing abyssals. Like, abyssals make great money, but dude, I come home from work and I'm so, like, brain dead. It's like, dude, I don't want to have to think about piloting my fucking ship.
I know it's really nice for when you don't want to think that hard. Just saying. Shoot some rocks. They don't usually run away.
Yeah, shoot more rocks. Her economy is a little. I don't know. It feels like the prices of ore have gone up. No one wants to do anything. Or maybe it's just me projecting my apathy
No,
towards this game on everyone else.
You're right. Prices definitely have gone up a bit. I think more things are dying, which is good. I hear a lot of orcas are dying.
Orcas are dying, you say?
Yeah, I heard
That's
it.
always- that's
Is
a good
Hisec
sign.
being ganked?
Dude, I heard
God, Hisec is
building
glorious. when
I
it's
heard-
ganked.
Someone,
the high-sec building game, and especially building orcas, is apparently in the
There's-
best interest right now.
in true Eve fashion, someone decided to be very petty.
Whiny?
No, petty.
Oh,
People
so
can whine all they want, but
taking
this
care of
one's-
the Care Bears.
This apparently this person decided to RP that he is going to blow up orcas left, right, and center until a certain streamer goes back to streaming EVE Online content again, and
That's
that
good.
the only way to stop the slaughter is for this streamer to stream content again. And he's killed about 80. When I last looked, he had killed over 80 orcas in like a
Oh,
week.
and who was killing the orcas, Dawn?
What does
Uh,
it take to kill an orca?
Apparently,
So-
19 catalysts.
What
Oh,
this
that's
guy is doing,
tragic.
from what I read on Reddit, what this guy is doing is he's trolling an adventure in order to bait people to shoot at him, and then he's baiting these orcas to engage in combat with him, giving him a kill right while he's a suspect, and then he goes into this. He goes into a pos, and switches out to the combat ships, still with the kill rate, and then fucking pops the orcas.
I don't think he's doing that. I think he's literally just
Is that
probing them
just
down
somebody
and
else?
blasting. Yeah, no, this
No.
guy, it's like winter something or whatever. Not. He's literally just like he's got like a prober and like like one other person, and like two like non-combat alts, and then the rest of his alts, like there's like 17 to 19 of them, are strictly just catalysts, and he just warps in on people and then blows them up.
If I can Mifune, if I finance like 500 catalysts fully fit, can we just take the entire alliance?
I mean,
and
dude,
ISEC and-
where's all the Goonswarm
I'll
people
finance
with
1,000
BJ's
right now.
B? Like, where's all the BJB alts, bro? Like, we haven't done a burn Jita in a while. Why don't we do a burn Hisek with fucking orcas?
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Burn Jita.
We're okay, so
Apparently
let's
it's too
think about
difficult
this
to do
catalyst
that.
idea.
No, we
if Joe
can't.
Painter's watching, what do I have to do to buy a Burn Jita?
We have to convince CCP to get rid of the mechanic that auto warps you after 3 minutes of bumping.
No, that's stupid.
Nah, we can get enough bros together to still burn Jito minus bumping.
Yeah, but funny that function has a lot of other good functions beyond. Oh no, I can't.
Yeah, but
bump
that's
this
the
person
thing.
Definitely.
That's the thing that killed Burn Jita, though. That's what Joe Painter like literally said. The reason we can't do Burn Jita is because of that specific mechanic.
The amount of tiers I have are
Because
very
they
low.
can't line up. They can't line up the freighter
Oh no,
kills one after
we
another.
can't just bump this freighter indefinitely for the next 3 hours while we maybe kill him later. Darn. Damn.
That's
Oh,
not
no.
how it works.
Freighter
But
bumping
okay.
is amazing,
That's
Don.
exactly what
I
they
would
said
highly
how it works.
suggest
So I don't want to hear it.
you
That's
don't start
strictly
giving me.
from Joe Painter and the other gankers that were on Meta Show. That is literally what they said.
No, that's
Yeah,
only
they-
when you don't have everybody actively waiting to kill the freighters currently.
Mhm. If you have everybody actively waiting, they get
If
3
you
or
have
4
5 or 6
freighters.
bumpers
Like that.
sitting in Jita, you can keep Jita waiting to be burned. But you can't do that anymore. But if we're there and we're active, we can all burn Jita all day. I
You
vote
don't
burn
have-
Jita.
You don't
I
have to
also
bump.
too vote,
It-
and that's 100% yes voting polls. So we'll take it.
I think Burn Jita is a good event to have because it's 1 day a year. So if you don't want to worry about it, you can just stay
Not
away
log
or
in.
keep it or keep docked up for the day. It's usually not very private. We usually announce like, "Hey, we're going to be doing Burn Jita this particular weekend. If you want to join, here it is." So if you're not completely ignorant, you can get some
That's
heads up.
the
And
goal
then-
right there. The only people that get ganked are completely ignorant. And the only people that whine about getting ganked in orcas are completely ignorant.
So what ships do we need for burning Jita?
Catalysts.
Just
They would normally
use.
use coercers and catalysts. It would just kind of depend.
I'll build a bunch of fucking catalysts.
Apparently,
We have
like,
thousands.
How about a Theta Squad version of Burn Jita?
if you can get more than 10 people to log in, sure.
Dawn, I can log in 27
Yeah, that's not
catalysts
enough.
myself.
I
No,
mean, I'd
so-
be down for a mini
time?
Burn
Which-
Jita where
which
we
year
burn
is this?
orcas, man.
Before or after Eat Vegas?
Burn orcas for the kids.
Yeah,
I think
man.
after
Oh,
Vegas,
You think
probably.
we should
right?
do a stream charity event?
Yeah.
Burn orcas,
for
man.
kids.
I'm down
Burn orcas
for it.
kids.
No,
I mean, I've
I'm
still
not
got the
kidding. I'm down
fucking
for that.
Chat memes of Burn Jita for kids. So I mean, I'm just biding my time to use them again.
Kat, who's our boss? Do you know
Our
who our
boss?
boss is?
It's
Like,
either
they-
Jinja or Life Shifter.
At TwitchCon? I don't know. They went to
Yeah,
TwitchCon.
they went to TwitchCon. There was a bit of drama at TwitchCon this week. I'm not sure if you guys heard about it.
One girl broke her back.
Yeah.
Who's our boss, Cat Alien?
And which
Which
one?
boss are you referring to?
I don't know. Maybe they left. They do have a check
Because,
system. They're verified.
I don't play chess. I play Eve.
You play
Eve
Eve?
Online is like 3D chess.
Which one
Yeah,
though,
but
Cat?
Which one? What's the name?
Gives a full legal name of Asher.
Even
What's
I
up,
don't know
Sanri?
that. Hi, Sanri.
Hi,
I
Sonra.
wouldn't mind doing a charity stream for something like that.
Dude, I would
Uh,
not
I
mind
will
at
say-
all.
in the myriad of all the different threads of for and against and stuff like that, there was one thing that kind of like, I don't know why this isn't a thing. If you have really shitty standings where FACPO is trying to kill you, why are you able to dock in their structures? You know, if you have a -2, maybe to dock you have to pay a toll to use their structures versus others. Maybe just specifically with a school or something. I could deal with that. But when you're -5 security status and everybody's trying to kill you, why the fuck do you get to dock up in structures in HiSec? I'm like,
Dawn, don't give CCP any more bad ideas.
no, it would balance out the PvP where you have to be a little bit smart about your choices of ganking. You still get to gank, and the people who are out there can still get caught, no problem. Don't change anything else about the mechanics. It just means that you can't sit there and cycle through it constantly.
I don't like your advocating for anti-ganking in EVE Online.
No, I'm more pro fun.
Yeah, ganking is a blast for numerous people, and it only pisses off one person.
No. According to most gankers, they all have their own multiple alts. And it's usually 15 to 20 of their own alts and them jerking it in the corner. That's not a bunch of people having fun. That's like 2 people having fun. And 1 person getting the shaft.
Two people having fun at the expense of 1 person is a net positive for EVE and a net positive for CCP's salaries.
Not necessarily, because what if the 1 had 6 more accounts than the 2?
I doubt it.
Oh, I know one guy that does his Orca fleet does almost all the mining for 1 region in the game in HiSec.
Does that dude get ganked and then threaten to leave the game, or does he understand that it's a part of the game and he's smart about how he plays in HiSec?
I don't think he gets ganked, but I haven't asked him
well, there you go. Smart people don't get ganked.
I don't have a problem with ganking. I just think that it shouldn't be like
the Wild Wild West. You want to put limitations on freedoms?
Yes.
Communism. Got it.
All I know is that when people try to gank my Marauder, it's there's no real counterplay on my part. It's just more of did they fuck up or not.
Dead Marauders are good. Always good. Good for business.
I know, good for you.
Dead ships are always good for business.
Always good.
Miners serve no purpose if ships don't die.
That's true. Miners need work.
All we're doing is helping give the HiSec Puppy Care Bear fucksticks a purpose. And it's let's build orcas because they die a lot. I mean,
it's going to be to the point where the only reason you buy an orca is to mine the materials to replace it when it gets blown up.
Well, you know, if you're, I gotta say, there's some things in HiSec that will kill you. That you like NPC, like if you mine anywhere in the Blood Raider space area, they still have the forward operating bases, and so does Garistas, I think. And when goons were going up there to try and figure out how to mine in HiSec when Feldspar or Tritanium got moved to HiSec, I know of at least 3 people that lost their orcas just to the rats. Not because they weren't good at the game or weren't paying attention. It was strictly like they didn't know that this mechanic was there and that these diamond rats would tackle you and kill you.
Hey, Weapons Grade Incompetence in chat says, when you destroy the miners, you kill ship production. Okay, that might be a valid point if Rorquals weren't dying by the hundreds in Delve.
Orcas aren't dying by the hundred.
Rorquals, I said. Rorquals.
No,
I didn't mean Rorquals.
So
I didn't mean no, not like daily. I mean like over the period of whatever.
Here's the thing. I made a
miners dying is good for the game.
I made a very
content.
So I made a very simple and dumb shit post on Reddit earlier this week. Basically saying you want HiSec to be 100% safe, then fine. But here's the catch. You guys make literally dog water for money up there.
And there would be
seem
people
fair,
that would do that.
Right?
Be very happy
and
to do
that seems kind of fair. And somebody commented on that Reddit thread. He is a smaller YouTuber that covers a lot of Eve Echoes.
Oh shit, guys, we
And he
gotta mind
plays-
our P's and Q's life shifters in chat.
And,
know.
Hi,
uh,
life shifter.
So this guy, he plays Eve Echoes instead of the regular Eve, and he was saying how in Eve Echoes, HiSec is 100% safe. They don't have any PvP whatsoever in Eve Echoes and HiSec. And he said when they introduced that change, it ruined the economy for Eve Echoes. Because
Huh.
the thing is that what everyone would do is they would literally have their death clones in HiSec, their jump clones in their preferred area of space, and when they wanted to PvP, they would jump clone down to nullsec and PvP, and when they wanted to make money, they would just death clone back to HiSec and make money. And the biggest problem is that nobody was building any ships at all, because like the daily average amount of ships that were getting destroyed was so fucking low, their economy stagnated because no one was building anything and no one was losing anything.
Well, I mean, there has to be balance in general. Like, if you have too much destruction, people start getting
No,
people
you
who
get
are consistent
balance.
miners.
But when-
too much
Are-
destruction
can
happens
get
in
frustrated.
nullsec.
Yeah, exactly. And so the thing
The
is,
HiSec
Take-
gankers
take
are the
nullsec
reason that the
out of
game
the-
survives.
Take nullsec out because that's a completely different mindset going down in nullsec. It's
No.
actually safer
So-
in nullsec because you know everyone's going to try and kill you.
so the
Very
thing
easy.
is,
That would absolutely be my argument as to why HiSec ganking is a necessity, because if you legitimately wanted to play the game with a community that actually has your back, you leave HiSec and you don't play a mass multiplayer online game solo mining in HiSec.
Hey, if you want to mine solo, you can. There's
Sure,
nothing in
you
this game that
absolutely can.
requires you to
I'm just
engage with other
saying.
people.
You're gonna get ganked.
Yeah, and being gank's okay. It's the idea of like getting harassed or chased around for hours on end.
Hey,
and
it's your
relentless attacks.
choice to be chased around for hours on end.
No,
You can
it's
dock
not.
up, get in a different ship, log out, and like nobody's holding a gun to your head and saying you have to get chased around for 3 hours. No, you made that choice.
Yeah, but if you have a limited
There's no
game
yeah
time,
but about it. It's choice.
no, if you have a limited time of playing where you are like, I can only play from 6 to 9 before I put my kids to bed, go to sleep for work, whatever, and you've got somebody who also only plays at that time frame, you have very limited choices on it. And there are certain choices
Not
where
really.
you can't.
There's
yeah.
what 7,600 systems in the game. Like find another one.
Yeah, hold on. Let me just go take my mining orca over to. Let's just.
Buy another
just
one
go
in another
gem it.
region, set up a jump clone. Oh shit, they're ganking me in Caldari space. Let's go to Amar space. Oh, there's a war deck in Amar space. Let's go to Minmatar space. Like it's not hard to avoid the
Yeah,
gankers.
but now you're
And if you
adding
pay attention
more
to
and more
local
layers of things that prevent you from
layers,
getting to the activity.
a jump
What if-
clone's a click of a button.
Or
But then
maybe
you've also
you
got to
have
get your ship set up. You got to go get into the belt, and then if you get attacked, you got to put everything away. If you got to do multiple ults, let's say your jump clone didn't get set last time, so now you got to fly over there, and it's a 30 jump flight to get there. There are so many layers
Again,
of tedium
welcome
of
to
this game.
Eve.
Nothing in this
Yeah.
game allows you to switch space quickly to do something else. Whenever you want to do something, you are committed to trying to do
we,
that
uh,
activity.
we
Not
might-
saying
the
you-
we
game
have
we
a-
play.
we have a special guest joining us
We-
today.
Hi,
Mike!
Mike.
How was boot camp, Mike?
My blood.
Yeah, I mean,
Miss-
What's up, baby?
it's basically just like spicy fucking football.
Sounds
Yeah,
about right.
they've really watered it down these days.
So you left and Eve went to complete and utter shit. How do you feel? I blame everything on Mike
I mean,
Flood.
I came back and I could still. I mean, you can do that all you want. I really don't give a fuck. It's the same. It's the same as always. Blame me all you want. I'll still continue to do what I do. But I mean, yeah, Eve's kind. I mean, there's a lot of problems at the moment, which I mean, that's Eve for you. I'm definitely happy that at least in Goonswarm we have some things where I'm having fun dropping supers on people's fucking foreheads.
We killed Joey Zam this week. Woo!
Aw,
Yeah, we
couldn't
did
have
kill
happened
Joey
to a
Zam.
nicer guy.
Hey, I like Joey.
They
He's
also said,
fine.
like,
he was a good
No.
sport about it. You know, he's been dropping and delve for like the past year, and we finally caught him. So it's exciting.
But like as far as like other shit goes, like, let's see, Horde's still dog shit at the game. They still can't drop for shit.
Well, I mean, they are still majority new bros.
Bullshit. That's
Thank you. That's the conversation I wanted. They added Test and a bunch of fucking long-term players, and they're still shit.
By the way, last night we were doing like a fleet running around, and we watched in real time 4 different people get accepted to Horde. They were neutral, and then they turned orange in system with us.
So let me just kind of explain through. Okay. So, a experienced Horde FC decided it'd be a good idea to drop on Boat's Nyx ult in QY1E.
I was on for that. That was great.
I dropped my Titan at 0, and they did nothing. I was perfectly dread bombable. Dave dropped his Ragnarok. You're telling me Dave Archer doing something with capitals isn't instantly like, oh shit, he's gonna fucking eat shit. Let's kill him. Like,
yeah, that was a good night. That was just a couple 2-3 days ago.
Yeah, no, literally, I've dropped nothing, but like I've been dropping shit constantly. It's been great for me. I mean, at least like having HD again, like we used to. But I mean, I haven't really gotten into like a decent engagement. Yeah, come to Delve. We're doing.
Come to Delve. There's things to
Bring
shoot.
your like.
If you don't enjoy getting ganked in high sec, Goon Swarm's always recruiting.
No, we're not.
Cruise is open. We're recruiting. You can hop on our Discord.
Sanchka, are you going to be in charge of Goonwafa recruiting?
Yeah, it's invite only now.
It's always been invite only.
Anybody who needs a vouch to Goonwaf, just call Ghoster.
Vouch, and it has to be approved. It's way harder getting a Goonwaf now. We're not how I got into Goonwaf pretty easily, and I made sure that people after me don't get in as easily. You know.
Sounds about right.
Sanchki set the bar very high.
It's like, look what this. Your ease of recruitment got me in here. That's fucking unacceptable.
So
I was gonna say though, like as an in general thing that I've noticed with the game is that one, I continue to see less people in space, which is annoying. I have friends who aren't playing.
Yeah, we hit 10,000 the other night.
I was gonna say the most interesting thing for me to watch happen is like this whole little war between Deepwater and RC, because it's like watching the Spectral Trial try and fight a fucking like 6-foot tall jock. It's hilarious. They're fucking running around with Tempest versus TFIs and then bitching when they lose, when if they just like no balls it and just fucking won at 0, they could have won a fight, but no. Like, it's just funny as shit that we see these super experienced groups, air quotes, you can't see me doing air quotes, just eating shit completely. Like, RC's been around for how long and they're still dog shit the game? Like, what the fuck? You're getting beat by a college student. Like,
yeah, but RMCs are our brethren, so we have to talk good about them, right?
I'm not talking about RMC. I'm talking about RC. I'm not talking about Dodger and all that. RC. Okay. RMC is doing just fine beating the shit out of XIX, which is a larger coalition. To the point where XIX has to call like max CTH just to break their fucking son. You know, like, all honesty, it's pretty dumb. But give me 2 seconds. I gotta crack my back.
Well, you know, everyone's got to. Oh, I need that wheel. You see those wheels in Amazon that like it's this big tire and you can roll and it's supposed to crack your back really well? I need to get one of those fucking things.
So back to Vegas. What other sweet activities do we have planned?
Well, I hear Ghoster and I are going to go fly around in a helicopter shooting machine guns.
We are definitely going to go on a joyous helicopter ride.
Do we have space still, or is it just?
I'll be taking
we filled up?
Saw. I don't know.
You're taking a saw?
I haven't. Well, yeah, M249 saw.
I don't think you can bring your own guns.
No, not mine.
Oh, is that what's on the helicopter?
Yes.
Saw Ghoster.
For us. Mine's legal.
Legal-ish.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm one of the few goons that doesn't have a gun.
God damn it, Don. You disappoint me every day.
Damn it, God.
What? I don't need one.
Screw everything up. I just breaks my heart, honestly.
I don't need one. I would accidentally shoot my cats. I know it. It would be like, oh
Accidentally,
gosh,
okay, yeah.
I live in a neighborhood with a bunch of old people. I don't think I have to worry too much about, popping off on people. Cat, oh my god. My cat. He has been so clingy lately. I think he can tell that I'm going to be leaving soon. Because I'm going on a cruise right after Vegas, so I'm going to be gone for like a week and a half.
Yeah, people just have to fend for themselves.
Yeah, I just throw some food on the
They're,
floor, a bowl of water, and hope for the best.
We're looking to get a second
Basement.
puppy to give Eve some companionship.
So what other sweet things are lined up for Vegas that are like group activities?
Well, we always have the Goon Dinner, and then
Yep.
we usually go to Fremont Street on Fridays. And then Saturday is usually groups are like doing dinners or whatever. I don't think they're doing a movie again this year. Maybe.
They couldn't afford the rights to Frozen again.
It's okay.
Other than that, I think that's mostly it
Yeah.
for the known activities. I am definitely going to be at least one of those days wanting to go to the pool and hang out with whoever wants to go to the pool.
You know, that's one thing I've never done on my trips to Vegas. I've never actually gone to a fucking pool at one of the resorts.
Some of them you pay for, some of them you don't.
What's really funny was last year in the ASCII house, we were so last year when the entirety of ASCII got the Airbnb, we were all super excited, and then we were all incredibly disappointed by this Airbnb. Like, I swear to God. So we got to this Airbnb, and like all the pictures on the website were like, this place looks awesome, right? And then we got there and we realized that every picture were like the 5 corners of the house that didn't look like complete dog shit. Like the dining room table was in the backyard and it was purely wooden, and the wood was like all bent, so you couldn't even put a plate on it because the plate would just like fucking slide to the bottom of the valley that was the fucking wood, right?
Sanjiki, what's this mean?
The pool had a hot tub with it, and the hot tub had a fountain that poured directly into the pool, so you would turn on the hot tub. Exactly the problem. I still remember it was like day 3 of being in Vegas. We had this pool on overnight for like 72 hours straight at like 90 degrees, and the hot tub wasn't even hot. The fucking pool was warm. It was lukewarm.
Yeah.
So it was awful.
The rest of the pools are usually really, really cold though. Like October is actually pretty cool weather because they don't heat the pools.
I think that's just a good example of play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Well, okay, let's try and be super cool with our engineering and then absolutely fuck it up. Like,
Okay. So, I hope, to have some fun. Hopefully we get some fun, crazy stories to bring back. As I said, I'll be on a cruise afterwards, so I will not be here next week or the week after. So the show may take a break, depending on what Mifune and Greg want to do. I will be reporting to everybody what's happening. These guys know that usually I'm on the phone with who's ever in Bumble all day.
Give us the Vegas report, maybe.
Like,
now,
yeah,
what,
this person, fucked this
what
person in the hallway.
What type of cruise are you going on, Don?
It's just a 5-day out of LA to Mexico. So booze cruise. Because I won't be drinking enough in Vegas. So I'm going to go get absolutely hammered on a cruise ship with my mom.
I'll tell you
what,
what.
It's like a normal cruise. It's not like an adults only cruise or a Disney cruise.
Last year after Vegas, I came home and I was like, I never want to have a drop of alcohol again in my life.
So I don't actually drink anymore, but I'm still going to have a lot of fun at Vegas.
I drank so much that I was cross-eyed for about 2 hours.
Drinking
I
is
was
a
com-
sin.
I mean, Don,
completely
you saw me.
coherent.
Just like
You saw me in
homosexuality.
Vegas last year, Don. I was fucked the entire time.
I was completely coherent. I knew exactly what I was doing. I remember everything about it, but I couldn't
Oh,
uncross
Flood
my
left.
eyes.
Fuck, I was about to ask him if he requested leave to come to Vegas.
No, he's not old enough, and I don't think he can.
Yeah, well,
No one will card him if he just shows up in uniform.
I mean, that is true, man. I mean, come on. I showed up looking like a fucking hippie, and I still didn't get carded.
Yet you still couldn't get into the hotel.
Yeah, the hotel was the only place that carded me, alright? That was literally the only fucking place.
I know, it's weird. I don't know why nightclub or casinos are carding at Vegas. Only, don't you have families come in here or no?
I honestly don't think they allow families to come in, is the point.
Well, maybe not that hotel. But anyways, we are at the end of the show, so we're going to go ahead and do our final thoughts. Unless anyone else has any other thing they wanted to bring up. I think we were as ADHD as possible today.
Yeah, it was a good show, though. I mean,
Yes.
we covered a lot of topics.
Without Greg, we're just a bunch of unlinked chains.
Hey, I don't mind. I got away with saying a lot of shit that I don't get to say when Greg's here.
Yeah, because Greg likes to interrupt and be like, "Oh, hold on, let's talk about." I'm like, "Wait, we're not done with this."
Greg's like the dad of chat, because as soon as I start going on one of my tirades, he's like, "Whoa, Ghoster, whoa, Ghoster." So, final thoughts. Do you want me
Yeah.
to play the role of Greg? Okay, Ghoster, you're at the top of the list. Why don't you start us off?
Yeah.
So, I'm really looking forward to Vegas. It'll be the 5th time I've been to Vegas. First time for Eve Vegas. That's going to be awesome. Again, HiSec ganking is the lifeblood of HiSec. Without ganking, HiSec wouldn't even be worth going to. Other than that, yeah, I hope everybody has a good week. If you're going to Vegas, I'll see you there. Be wearing my Sector 6 apparel most of the time. Yeah, that's all I got. Sanchki, you're up next. Final thoughts.
Eve Vegas. I wish I could come, but right now I'm in Europe, so the flight would take a little too long, and I'm not patient for that. But at least I'm gonna be
Ambient flights.
Traveling to Dublin, and then Paris, and then Milan. Trying to find a purpose in life. Probably won't find it.
You won't find it in Milan, I'll tell you that.
You're not going to find it in Europe.
So then I'm probably gonna go to Ukraine, towards where everyone's shooting each other, get some, blood pumping. Just want to feel something, man. Just want to feel something.
Oh, a quick question from chat. Nightflyer, yeah, Nightflyer's going to room with me in Vegas, by the way. It's going to be insanely awesome. Yeah, I don't really drink too much anymore. Bad decisions most of the time.
Sansky,
But I'm sure I'll have a few beers.
Sansky,
Okay, Dawn,
you
final
know,
thoughts? Oh, go ahead, Mafun.
no, I was gonna say, Sansky, you could just have a death wish and fly Spirit Airlines.
Oh, I'd rather play Russian roulette with 5 loaded.
Then fly with Spirit.
Yeah, last time I was on a Spirit plane, I had less leg room than, well, it was terrible. My shoulders did not fit in the seat. Like, I literally sat like this in my fucking seat the whole time. It was fucking terrible.
Does your daughter know not to say dirty words?
Yeah, she knows not to say half the stuff I say.
Mifune, do you have final thoughts?
Fuck all of this anti-ganking bullshit. I'm tired of going to work every day mindlessly scrolling on Reddit only to see 35 different threads about how terrible ganking is. It's a part of the game. Grow up. It has been here for 15 years and there hasn't been a problem with it at all. You guys just suck at a full loop PvP MMO.
And,
All
and
right.
the worst part is the people that are bitching already got massive concessions from CCP, most likely before they even knew what the fucking game was.
No. The worst part about it is that anybody who has been playing this game for longer than 2 years does not make the statement. All of these people bitching about ganking in high sec are people who have barely played the game, barely understand the mechanics of the game, and are just starting out. And they're bitching because it's a harsh fucking game. I dare them to go play Tarkov for more than an hour without killing, without wanting to play Russian roulette. Like,
So
honest to
that's
God.
not true, because all the people complaining are people who've been playing the game for a very long time. But details.
No,
my
Dawn.
final thought.
No, Dawn.
No,
One
It's
person.
my turn. It's my turn. Final thought. My final thought is I hope everyone has a great week. I can't wait to meet everyone that's going to be at Vegas and have a good time. If you're a high sec ganker, you are
Amazing. I
not
love
a
you.
very nice person. Nope, it's my comment now. You had your time.
It's my time.
Yeah, it's my seashell.
Up there, it's their time. Down here, it's our time.
So if you gank in high sec, I hope you have fun with it, but understand that you don't need to be jackass about it. Just kill somebody and move on. Don't sit there and gloat, because that just makes you a cocksucker. And other than that, I hope everyone has a great time.
Yeah. Also, Goonies never say die, but otherwise, have a good night, everybody.
Bye.
If you saw tonight's show and you see me at the bar in Vegas, remind me and I'll buy you a drink.
No, buy me a drink. Give me all his drinks.
All right,
I
y'all.
have no
Good night.
limit.